Hey guys, Alex here from Workshop 12. In today's video, allow me to show you a must-have accessory for your motorcycle or even dirt bike, ATV, snowmobile, side-by-side, I don't know, whatever it is that you need, pocket bike, this thing is a must. And what is this thing? This thing is a beautiful 6.1-inch display that comes with built-in wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, TPMS, cameras, and just absolutely insane. Let's not waste any more time. Let's check what's in the box so you, I, and everyone else knows exactly what you'll be expecting. As well, we'll follow through with a full installation. Let's go. So of course, upon opening the box, you got the beautiful 6.1-inch, over 1,000 nits of brightness. So out here in the sun, you'll be able to view this footage on here, no problem. It also comes with an aluminum mount, so you'll be able to hook this onto your handlebars and keep this device nice and sturdy. We don't just stop there. Of course, it comes with 2 cameras, Sony sensor cameras. So you're getting a really high quality full 1080 camera for the front and for the back. As well as this unit itself comes with Android 12 with wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and Bluetooth compatibility directly to your helmet for your comms or any other Bluetooth headset, as well as your cell phone would connect wirelessly to this device via Bluetooth. And it has your TPMS sensors as well. Cool thing about the TPMS sensors is that it doesn't just actually tell you your PSI, it will also tell you how warm or cold your tires are, which is amazing to know. As well as you have your main harness, which will connect to ground, power, and accessory power. So anything that will essentially turn off will cut the power once your motorcycle is turned off. And then your quick control for easy access to pick up phone calls or start your recording. Let's not waste any more time. We're gonna start with an install and we'll go from there. All right guys, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is pop off the seat so you can access the battery. We're gonna start off with our main harness here. The main harness has 3 connectors. It has the constant yellow wire, which will be connecting directly to the positive wire on the battery. You have your ground, which will connect directly to the negative of your battery. And then you have this red one, which in this case, I had to cut the little O-ring here and then essentially strip, because we're gonna be tapping this cable directly onto a fuse that will turn off and on, that will cut the power on and off with the key. That way it doesn't drain your bike's battery. So I'm gonna go ahead, wire in this connection, and then we'll start fishing the wire onto the handlebars there so we can have a nice clean install. The yellow wire to the main power of the battery, and then the black wire to the ground. And then we ended up grabbing the ignition or terminal fuse, and we just tapped it right in there. The terminal fuse is number 2. So we went ahead, 2 amp. This one here where my finger's at. So we went ahead and tapped it on there. Now I did mention, I believe in the beginning, this is not the most amazing way of doing it. The proper way of doing this is by getting an actual fuse tap. Unfortunately, I just didn't have one, so we'll be getting one for this customer so we can do the job correctly. But for the purpose of this video, I just essentially did it this way. So you want to be very careful, because obviously we don't want this to get shorted out anywhere. I then zip tied the bundle of the rest of the wires here, and I ran it from underneath here and ran it to the side here and then up towards over here. The front camera is right here, and we ended up routing it right from here onto right over here, this long one here. And then the rear camera, same concept, ran it through here. Obviously we have to clean this up and zip tie everything. Now going into the back, you're gonna see we did a small little hole right there so we can fish the wire through, and then we ran it over here, tucked it in here, and then went right through there. That being said though, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the mounting of the display onto this mount. And then we're gonna go and find the perfect location so we can mount it right on here. Now, I did want to just say one thing that I didn't mention in the beginning of the unboxing and intro video, and that is that this unit also supports, of course, with gloves. A lot of riders always ask, you know, one of the problems with a bunch of displays out there is that it doesn't work with gloves, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. So if you guys are wondering, it's going to work with gloves. Don't need to worry. On top of that, I did remove the little plastic cover, rubber cover on here that reveals the SIM card tray for 4G connectivity, as well as an SD card. I know some of you might be wondering, why do I even need LTE service? This is an Android device, so you do have the Google Play Store. You can download YouTube, Netflix, the whole 9 yards, games. Now, obviously, while you're riding, I highly doubt you're going to be watching a video, and I really hope you don't, because please ride safe. But if you are waiting for someone, I guess you can be watching a video. That being said, let's go ahead, mount this device with the 4 provided screws. Now, with this package, you do get, of course, provided Allen keys. So we're gonna go ahead and just mount these screws in here. Now, cool thing about this mount is, obviously you see how it sticks up quite a bit. And in a motorcycle setting, it might be annoying to have this pop out so much. So this is a multi-point mount. So you can actually rotate this, and you can also rotate this. So you can actually slim it down quite a bit and fully adjust it to your needs, which is kind of fantastic. So I'll bring the camera a little closer. I removed one side of the screw. That way we can just tilt this in and kind of put it right in place. And then we're gonna grab this other screw and we're gonna start tightening it up. All right, and now we're gonna just position all this wires here. We're gonna put this nice and organized, and then now we're gonna just angle it. I'm gonna just tighten the big screw here. Not sure if the camera can see that, but on the side, just to make it stop coming up and down. Now, when it comes to these connections from the display, you're gonna notice that there is all labeled. So this one says front. So we're gonna grab the front camera, and you'll see that they have little arrows on here. So you're gonna wanna match the arrow with the arrow of the other plug. That way you know that it's all in line. And you can tell that all these connectors are water resistant, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and screw this in. The next one says power. So we're gonna grab the power one. Now you can also see that red, they're very well defined here. So you can't really connect this in the wrong plugs here. And then we have the blue one with blue. So the rear camera. All right. Now we made the connections here. So now it's just time to kind of clean up the wiring. I ended up putting the bundle of wires inside here, right through the wire, like right through this hole, pretty much right next to the gas tank here. And it's all zip tight nicely. I ended up removing this little panel here so I can get in there, just because I didn't like the cosmetic of a big bundle of wires here. So I kind of wanted to hide it a little bit better. So I now went and tested the steering, left, right, make sure that it goes all the way. Very important, as before you finalize the wire, like everything, and then you find out that you can't turn left all the way as well. Not just a hazard, but super annoying because you got to redo everything. Also, make sure you give yourself enough little wiggle room for the cameras. That way you have enough wire in case you decide to move it somewhere else. I'm gonna go ahead and start assembling this panel here. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna mount the tire pressure monitoring system. We're gonna put the RW for rear wheel. We're gonna just, very simple, you're gonna just unscrew your old one. It comes with a little gold washer here. We're gonna go ahead and screw this one in. And then nice and tight. There we go. That's it. So now we're gonna go ahead and mount the reverse camera here. I want you guys to pay attention here. You see this little arrow with this line. What this means is that you wanna make sure that this is perfectly centered, because that's what's gonna level the camera. So we centered it as nice as we can. So now that's what's gonna center the camera, so you'll be able to see nicely. Now, before we fully mount everything, we're gonna go ahead, grab some Windex and give it a nice little wipe on the surface here so it can stick properly. All right, guys, so I ended up mounting the camera right on here. I actually ended up cutting the plastic just to make it the shape of the camera, of the lights here. So this is fully mounted. We're gonna go ahead and mount the front camera now. So you have your Wi-Fi, hotspot, Bluetooth, your helmet, Bluetooth, and then reset. And then you have here your brightness, your volume for your phone calls, volume for alarm, volume for video, and then notifications as well. If we go home or just swipe up, you have your home button. You can also see here that we have like video, weather. I am connected to the Wi-Fi right now, so then you can see here that we also have your navigation. Mobile Connect will be for your CarPlay or Android Auto. And then if you go to your applications here, you can also see all of the apps that are pre-installed. And like you can see how responsive this is. It's actually very, very nice. And if you go here to the Play Store, this is where you can actually download all of your apps, your Bluetooth for calling as well. So this here is pretty much your helmet Bluetooth. So this is where you're going to go ahead and pair your Bluetooth for your Caro or any other comms that you use. And then you have your mobile Bluetooth, which you would connect. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and grab my cell phone and I'm going to go and pair to this Bluetooth. So device, and I'm going to go to, mobile. So Pixel 9 XL. And now on here on my phone, I'm going to go pair. And there it is. And now it's opening up Android Auto right away. So again, on my phone, I'll just have to click continue using CarPlay or Android Auto in this case. And there it is. So now you have here your maps on the big screen here. You have your split screen option, so you can see your actual music. You can go ahead and swipe through, listen to whatever, your last played music, all that stuff. If you want to do your phone calls, if you press the home button, if we want to see the front camera and the rear camera, you can see them right here. You can also start recording, but because there's no micro SD card on here, you won't be able to. But then you can switch over from the rear, the front, or have split screen on them. And then you have your settings here for the camera, so camera resolution for the front, the back. Now also, oops, I went up, so when you go up it goes back to the home, but you'll see here like your watermark, main interface, speed display, so it'll tell you how fast you're going, and then emergency recording. This is really cool because the SIM card will overwrite itself once it's full, so you never have to remove it and delete the footage. No, but this has a system kind of like a G sensor, so it's a gravity sensor, essentially. Like on a hard brake or a crash or something crazy, it will put that footage in a locked folder so it doesn't get rewritten, which is absolutely fantastic. And if we go back here, you'll see that if we go to the front camera here, you'll see your speed here in small. It's 0 kilometers obviously right now since we're not moving. And then if we go back home, we can just swipe and you can see here your tires pressure as well. There you guys have it, the beautiful Workshop 12 display for your motorcycle, UTV, ATV, dirt bike, electric scooter, whatever. This device is absolutely stunning. You guys came along with me to show you an unboxing, an installation, software walkthrough, pairing your phone, pairing the TPMS, showing you the recording features on here. Other than that, guys, I think we're done. I have a habit of making my videos a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut it here. That being said, guys, if you have any questions, need any assistance, please reach out to our team. We're more than happy to help you guys, or drop some comments below. And yeah, let's stay safe out there, guys.